Hello and welcome to Liverpool Report. This is your home for all the latest Liverpool news, match updates, transfer stories, and in-depth analysis. Stay connected and never miss a moment. Subscribe now to stay ahead with everything happening at Liverpool. We're not quite in that territory when it comes to Liverpool, but we're probably not far off given the highly impressive job Arne Slot has done since stepping into the sizable void left by Jurgen Klopp back in the summer. Very few among us fancied Liverpool to be challenging for the Premier League title during the Dutchman's maiden season, let alone that they would be comfortably leading the pack at the start of February. But here they are. Regardless of whether or not Slot and Liverpool go on to win the title, there will surely be tweaks in the summer, given Slot is still largely working with the squad he inherited. So, Mirror Football takes a look at how they could look next year, after some fine-tuning. Alisson is arguably the Premier League's top goalkeeper, but Liverpool have already made one acquisition in that department, with Georgi Mamardashvili set to come in for the 2025-26 campaign. The Georgia international will challenge Alisson for a starting berth, and there could be further change ahead of them. Trent Alexander-Arnold's future has been scrutinised, but we'll go with him staying for now with talks over a new contract ongoing. At left-back, we're expecting changes. Milos Kerkez is understood to be a target, and he'd be an exciting long-term successor for Andy Robertson, who has been an absolute stalwart for the Reds in recent years. In central defence, Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate should continue their partnership as long as the former signs a new contract. A move for Martin Zubimendi was on Liverpool's agenda back in the summer, but given how well Ryan Gravenberch has performed in that role this year, we're going to leave the engine room as it is. That means Alexis Mac Allister, Curtis Jones and Dominic Szoboszlai can all fight it out for positions ahead of Gravenberch in that deeper role. We've got two locks for the three forward positions. Mohamed Salah's form speaks for itself, and Cody Gakpo has looked every bit the player Liverpool thought they signed last January. Now he's being deployed in his favoured position on the left wing. It's been another difficult campaign for Darwin Núñez though, so don't be surprised to see Liverpool dip into the market for a number 9. The Reds have had plenty of joy shopping at RB Leipzig in recent years after purchasing both Konate and Szoboszlai. Benjamin Sesko has other suitors in the Premier League, but he would thrive in a Liverpool team that creates hatfuls of chances under Slot. Sorry, Arsenal fans, but it feels like a move to Anfield would be hard to turn down for anyone at the moment, so the Slovenia star could come in to lead the line long-term. Potential Liverpool 11: Mamardashvili, Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Van Dijk, Kerkez, Gravenberch, Mac Allister, Szoboszlai, Salah, Sesko, Gakpo. Former Liverpool striker Stan Collymore believes the Reds can afford to lose Trent Alexander-Arnold, with the right-back one of three senior stars out of contract in the summer. Alexander-Arnold, Mohamed Salah, and Virgil van Dijk are all free to sign pre-contract agreements with potential suitors, or leave for free at the end of June when their current deals run out. Real Madrid remain keen on the England international, but failed with their efforts to force a deal through in January. Arne Slot's team remain in pole position in the Premier League and progressed to the Champions League round of 16 as top seeds after winning 7 of their 8 league phase matches. The future of the trio remains a concern though, with manager Slot regularly asked about what might come next. Collymore was an Anfield teammate of Steve McManaman, who would go on to leave the Reds for Real Madrid in 1999. If Liverpool's current homegrown hero follows suit, though, the pundit thinks they have the tools to move on. Looking at probabilities, I'd say there's a 90% chance Van Dijk stays, around 60% for Salah, and a 50-50 chance for Alexander-Arnold bizarrely because he's the Scouser, Collymore told William Hill Vegas. But when you've won everything with your boyhood club, as Trent has, a move abroad becomes tempting. Trent isn't a great defender, but but he's a fantastic footballer, and a league like La Liga would suit him perfectly. Real Madrid would allow him to drift into midfield, have more time on the ball, and play to his strengths. If he goes there, you couldn't begrudge him. It's Real Madrid. If Liverpool were to lose Trent, they could find a right-back who gets into attacking positions, so I wouldn't say his departure would be a huge loss. The bigger issue would be losing Van Dijk. Van Dijk won't want to cause problems, he just wants the right deal, but Liverpool need to prepare for the future. They should be getting someone like Jarell Quansah up to speed, but there are still question marks over him. Arne Slot has defended Liverpool's decision not to jump into the transfer market to strengthen their bid for success this season. The Reds saw no incoming transfers during the January window as they push for honours on 4 fronts and hold a promising 6-point lead in the Premier League. The inactive month follows a quiet summer after Slot arrived from Feyenoord, where only Federicochiesa joined on loan, in addition to Liverpool making a deal for Georgi Mamadashvili that saw the goalkeeper remain with Valencia for a further year. Such is the quality of his squad, Slot has felt under little pressure to add to it thus far, and trusts the players at his disposal. The Dutchman believes that his team have repaid that faith. The 46-year-old also revealed that Liverpool's lack of injuries have seen the club be able to take a relaxed approach. Trent Alexander-Arnold suffered an injury this past weekend, but Slot is without long-term worries for the most part. "Maybe there aren't many managers with as good a squad as I have," said Slot, ahead of Liverpool's Carabao Cup clash against Tottenham. "The players have shown the trust we have in them," was correct. "We don't have many injuries, long-term injuries. We did have some with Alisson, Jota, others, but other than Trent, they are all ready today, so no reason to add to the team, unless there's a chance in the market. We saw that with the goalkeeper we brought in." Liverpool's boss revealed ahead of the transfer window closing that the Reds had already started to focus on making moves in the summer, however. The Anfield could have work to do with their yet-to-be an announcement on the futures of out-of-contract stars Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk and Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool should always be competing for a league title. We should always be competing for the Champions League. "I'm hoping I will be able to keep the club at that level," Slot said last week. "I know people sometimes question this because they haven't seen us doing a lot in the transfer market in the summer and now in the winter as well. There's a reason for that because we're happy with the squad, but I do know we're definitely working on strengthening in the summer." Slot revealed that Alexander-Arnold would miss the match against Spurs but could be in contention for their FA Cup clash with Plymouth Argyle. "I think you saw he left the pitch with a bit of a pain in his leg, so that is why he misses tomorrow," Slot said. "He is already on the pitch with the rehab coach. Let's see how long it takes."